Now, as we've studied other galaxies, we actually find these giant jets of material similar to what we just talked about being formed from a Type 1c supernova creating a gamma ray burst, except these things are way, way bigger. For example, this is the galaxy, and this is the jet. These jets are on the scale of the entire galaxy. Now, when we look at the very center of these galaxies, we see this small region that appears to be highly energetic. And based off of what we can tell, it appears that these things have black holes, but these black holes are way, way larger than what we've talked about previously. These black holes have masses from 1 million to 10 billion times the mass of our Sun. These are referred to as supermassive black holes, and from what we can tell, any large galaxy actually contains one of these at its center. So, based off of what we can see for black holes, it appears that black holes tend to fall into two categories. We have the solar or stellar mass black holes that have masses of a few times the mass of our Sun. Okay, so from 3 to maybe a few dozen. Then we have the supermassive black holes, which have masses that are millions to billions of times the mass of our Sun. These things are gigantic monsters. And again, we find these supermassive black holes at the centers of most galaxies. We'll actually talk more about these as we talk about galaxies, because that's where they become more important. Now, recently, we've actually been able to take a radio image of a supermassive black hole. That's what's pictured here. This was actually released in January of 2019. Now, as far as an image itself, it's not that spectacular. And in fact, it's pretty much exactly what we expected when we took our first image of a black hole. The light that you see is coming from an accretion disk, the material swirling around the black hole. But what's really impressive is that we were able to do it. This was done using the Event Horizon Telescope, which is actually a group of different radio telescopes covering almost the entire Earth, all working together as a giant interferometer. And this allowed us to actually image a black hole in a distant galaxy. Now again, this is a supermassive black hole, not a stellar mass black hole. So it is really, really big, but it's also really, really far away. So it's absolutely amazing we were able to take this image.